One more thing, rebuilding self-trust. Oh my goodness, this is such a huge topic for women I work with who felt like in their drinking years, there was just a level of self-abandonment going on. What? Yeah, that's a big word. Self-abandonment. What does that even mean? And I think it's so often when we just let the inner critic take us for a ride, and now we're at the mercy of this fear-based, accusing, you'll never do it, you can't do it, you just don't have what it takes. Just you're a loser mentality. And I think when we do that, we miss so much of what we have inside that says, oh no, we can do this. It's just, we've got to look at it the right way. So how to rebuild self-trust? Well, first off is let's start small. I'm a big fan of creating like an effort ladder where it's like, think about a ladder. If you were to want to climb a ladder, you wouldn't be at the base of the ladder or on the ground and then skip 10 rungs and just be at the top of the ladder. We would never do that in real life. You know, I love analogies. So with the effort ladder, it's one rung at a time. So what can your first rung be of keeping a promise to yourself? For me, one of my very first promises was, I'm going to take my makeup off at night. Now, if we're a pretty habitual drinker, someone like myself who was using alcohol even towards the end of the evening as a sleep aid, which day 4 in the 21-day reset, we talk about how alcohol impacts your sleep and it does not help you sleep. It'll knock you out, but it will not give you restorative sleep. Anyway, that was one of the very first promises. I thought, well, okay, I can, or commitments, I should say, that I can make to myself that I can keep. I can do that. Well, now it's become a pattern. It's become a routine and something I still celebrate. You can ask my Quest sisters. Something I still celebrate every night, that I can take off my makeup and do like my skincare routine. Or maybe for you, it's drinking more water. You know, it's just flat out like, don't focus on that you're never going to drink again. Focus on how much water you can drink today. I'm talking about rungs. I'm talking about effort ladder. I'm talking about creating small wins, because your critic is looking for big wins or nothing, right? The inner critic is very harsh, all or nothing thinking. Either you're good, you're bad, you're right, you're wrong. It's very binary. It's very all or nothing. Whereas a coach is like, hey, relax. We're all practicing here. We're all learning. We're all doing our best. So let's create a win. Let's create a small win. And just the consistency of that starts to rebuild trust, because you're like, I said I was going to do it and I did it. If you can do that in the small things, I guarantee you can do it in the medium to big things if you practice with the small things first. So that's what I would say. And just those micro wins. So when you have a lot of micro or mini wins, you know what they do? They pile up and they create a big win, one by one. So instead of going for one big win, like I'm never drinking again, or I'm going to sign up for Jenn's program and do it perfectly, instead go, you know what? I'm going to try that and I'm going to commit to it. And if I make a mistake, I've already got a commitment now to be a coach, not a critic in my own mind. So this is all the stuff we're talking about in the 21-day reset challenge. This is just a flavor. This is just a tidbit of what we're talking about every day, because I think if you're going to work with your inner coach, you still need an outer coach that can give you the structure and the roadmap in which you're driving on. And that's what I offer you in the 21-day reset challenge. It's a road I've traveled. It's a road that many women have traveled, and we invite you to travel on it too. We've already got the roadmap. We know the best rest stops. we know what works, because so many women have done the 21-day reset challenge, not focused on perfection or performance, but rather progress and presence. If you focus on the right thing, then you will reach that goal. Because my hope for you taking the 21-day reset, it's just that you'll never even look at alcohol the same. Not that you'll quit forever or that you checked every box. Listen, all this stuff takes time. And that's what the inner coach can do. And that's what I can do as your coach, is give you time to practice with lots of support that's still data-based, that's still truth-based, that's still firm but kind, because you want that parameter. You want to give yourself guardrails. So I invite you to check it out. If you have not done a 21-day reset challenge, the next one starts on the 1st of the month. Let me support you. Let me cheer you on. But at the end of the day, it really is going to be up to you. This is your choice. You have the power. So thanks again for being here. Bye, everybody.